Welcome to Serve, the E-Zine of outwardness in the church at large worldwide. About a year and a half ago, and perhaps you're watching this a bit after we tape this, I and a friend decided that it would be kind of fun to put together a digital magazine, an online magazine, and didn't realize how complicated it would be. I have a tendency to oversimplify things that are not too many moving parts necessarily, but I don't have a grasp on all that's involved in such things. And indeed, it was not all that complicated, but it takes a fair amount of preparation every month to put this thing together. But to our amazement, we have been absolutely stunned at the response. We began with a mere 3,000 people that received this thing, and it has grown just astronomically to 30,000 people who receive it every month, and 75,000 in total that read it every month now, as this was being taped in the summer of 2008. And so, as you read these stories, these articles of encouragement that are all intended to be not just for the Western reader, but for anybody worldwide who has a heart to look beyond themselves, who has a heart to realize, I am in process. I don't understand how all this stuff works. The idea that the kindness of God leads to repentance. The kindness of God leads to a radical life change, as the Message version relates to Romans 2:4. But in the middle of my lack, in the middle of my brokenness, in the middle of my process, as I read about other people's stories of encouragement, that something is healed in me, and I am somehow fixed. I am somehow taken down the process of God faster, farther, whatever it takes. And that this whole notion of servant evangelism isn't a technique. It isn't just a single golf club in the bag of 13 gloves to play professional PGA golf. But in fact, it is a way of looking, seeing, understanding, and relating to God, and just as importantly to people. And maybe it goes back to what Jesus said. All the law and all the prophets can be summarized in this very thing, that we ought to love the Lord our God with all of our hearts, our souls, our strength, and our mind. And the second is like it, he said, to love our neighbor as ourselves. And so, in so saying, Jesus, when I finally understood that, had read it many thousands of times literally, but one day, about 15 years into my conversion, which happened as an adult, it finally hit me at a deep level, which kind of went down the onion layers of my soul, if you will. I finally got it after I had read it many times, that as I am really rightly relating to God, it changes the way that I see people. And I hope that that's the fruit of this E-Zine in your life as well. I am so excited about what is going on in your life and what is happening through the pages of this E-Zine each month. And would love to hear from you. Would love to hear your adventures in reaching out beyond your life and reaching out to love and to serve other people as you see the kindness of God and the opening that occurs as that occurs. As you listen to people share their pain and you simply relate to them, what you have learned along the way. It is an amazing thing that as we simply notice a need, notice a pain, notice a hurt in people's lives, and without hesitating, without a gigantic master plan and dozens of pages of blueprints and so on. Nothing wrong with training, I love it. But it doesn't take much of a plan to notice pain. As we step into that without hesitation, God shows up every time. And I tell you, I will never grow tired of that experience of seeing God show up in the middle of my lack and change people's lives. And I plan to do that until the moment I go to be with Jesus again. If you know my story, that's kind of a dark humor there, but it's really true. God bless you. Enjoy this issue, and let's keep on keeping on together and with Jesus.